Have you ever noticed that constant talk in your head? Especially when you are trying to focus on following your trading plan while in trade or when you are just about to get into one. Sometimes it can get so intense and loud that it's not easy to shut it off, is it? What if I told you that what might seem a disturbance can actually be one of your biggest allies in trading? You are listening to the Confidence in Trading podcast. I am your host, Agnieszka Wood, a trading mindset coach and a seasoned day trader with over a decade of experience. In this podcast, we explore the fascinating world of psychology and the human element of trading. We take a deep dive into different perspectives to inspire you and to help you navigate the emotional ups and downs of trading with self compassion and confidence. Whether you are just starting out or you are a seasoned pro, this podcast is your trusted companion providing support on your trading journey. Get ready to boost your confidence and unlock the secrets to mastering your mindset for success. Welcome to episode number 25, the one game changing skill every trader needs. Today, I want to talk about the most important mental skill for traders that needs a lot of attention but is getting hardly any. And it is the skill of self talk, which is how you talk to yourself and what you say. And you might be thinking, I am very good at self talk. I hear myself talking in my head all day long. And I totally get it. Some studies have estimated that average person has around 50 to 70,000 thoughts per day. That translates to roughly 35 to 48 thoughts per minute if you evenly distribute them throughout the waking hours. What is good to know is that we are not only having a lot of thoughts, but most of them are repetitive. If you pay attention, you will see that most of the thoughts you were thinking the day before come back to you the next day. But that's not what the self talk skill is about. It's not just about talking to yourself, it's about how you do it. It's not about how much you talk, but about what you say, and even more importantly, how you say it, you see. Developing the self talk skill is about learning to say to yourself the right things in the right moment and in the right way, using the words that make you feel good, that encourage you to do the things you need to do, and refrain from doing what's hurting you and your interest. Your self talk, or you can call it inner dialogue, has power over how you feel and how you act, and ultimately over your trading decisions and results, especially the negative self talk, which can manifest as doubts, fears, and self criticism, leading to impulsive or irrational trading choices. So you can understand how important it is for you as a trader to have the lead over what you tell yourself every single moment and in what way. It is very easy for traders to let ruminating thoughts come up throughout the day or even after the market closes when you sit at the dining table or take a walk outside. We have plenty of internal triggers that are activated by the market every day. Those triggers can cause you to feel like a failure or someone who can never get it right, and even cause you to wonder if you are a person to be trusted. And without getting too much into details on what the triggers are and how they work, the most important thing for you to know and remember is that you do not have to believe all your thoughts. In fact, you don't have to believe most of them, especially those that do not make you feel good about yourself. Just don't listen to them. Disregard them altogether. Tell them that you don't want to listen to this crazy talk. I know it's not easy at first. Sometimes it does make you feel like you're schizophrenic, but that's why it's called a skill. First of all, it requires awareness. You need to step aside and start watching your thoughts. Journaling throughout the trading day is a great way to notice your internal dialogue and what stories you are telling yourself. Are you being encouraging or overly critical? If you see that you keep criticizing yourself for your mistakes, calling yourself names, or simply getting annoyed because you made a wrong choice, notice how does that make you feel? Then change the narrative. Because why would you listen to someone, in this case to yourself, telling you all the bad things about you? Just imagine talking to a friend of yours like you talk to yourself. How long would you still be friends, you think? Positive self talk is not just about being positive, it's about having respect for yourself and for what you are trying to accomplish. Continuously beating yourself up is not going to help you respect yourself more. Write down in your trading journal at the beginning of the day what you are grateful for in your trading journey. Try to think outside the outcomes. Attitude of gratitude invites more things into your life to be grateful for. Notice that your thoughts come in the same patterns, in stories you tell yourself. The stories about the market, specific stocks, other traders, yourself. We are very good at talking ourselves out of a good trade and talking ourselves into staying in a losing trade. Those stories are very relevant to identify. How do you exactly talk yourself into certain decisions? What arguments are working for you? When you discover what makes you tick and kick, you can start changing your stories. You can introduce a new narration and start questioning the thoughts that do not serve your best interest. And when you do that and intentionally direct your thoughts toward what works for you have discovered the power of self talk. So don't be afraid to say no to your thoughts. Tell your head that it is simply not right to call you a failure and that you are no longer going to allow it. Challenge the negative thoughts. See if they are even true. Create a list of new thoughts about yourself, thoughts that you want to be thinking that make you feel good about yourself so that you can counteract your negative thoughts. If you have had negative thoughts for quite a while, most likely you have established some thinking habits that will keep showing up. But staying aware and intentionally choosing a different narrative will help you stop the old ones from impacting you emotionally. They will simply stop triggering you. Some of your thoughts might have been there for a very long time. And if you feel strongly about them, the chance is they have become part of your identity. And in that case, you might want to have a closer look at them because those strong thoughts that we call beliefs, especially those about yourself, can empower you, but also significantly limit your potential. The key is to differentiate if the negative self talk is just telling you something about your behavior, such as making a wrong trading decision, or is it telling you what a failure you are? In which case, it might point to a core self belief as a root of your negative thoughts. And if you don't address the belief, no matter how positive words you are going to use when you talk to yourself, they will simply feel like you're just lying to yourself. That's, in fact, the very first argument many people bring up when we talk about positive affirmations. But Agnieszka, I feel like I'm saying things that are not true. It feels like I'm trying to trick myself into something unreal. And yes, mastering positive self talk might feel at first that way sometimes. But I want you to understand that every single belief you currently have started as a single new thought. And at first, it might have felt a bit weird and untrue. But as you were gathering more and more evidence along the way, to confirm its rightness, you became more comfortable with it. And at some point, the thought became true to you. To make this process of learning the skill more effective, I invite you to focus on the positive things that are in your life already, which existence you cannot deny. So they become your evidence that you can use to make the new belief real to you. So let's say, for example, your ruminating thoughts are around your level of trading success, and you keep calling yourself a failure or something in that sense. So when that happens, instead of saying, I am not a failure, I'm a successful trader, which might not be the case yet, turn your focus to things in your life where you are already successful. It could be, for instance, I'm a great father, or I am really good at my job, or I am very successful in keeping my workout routine. Or it could be something from your trading. If you say, I am very good in identifying my setup, or I am very good in preparing myself for a trading day. And if you cannot find anything you are successful in, take this one from me. It's my favorite one. And it's true for everyone with no exception. I am an excellent driver. And when you say it to yourself, you could formulate this way: I am not successful in my trading yet, but I am already successful in many other things, like my job. The choice of words in your internal dialogue is critical. Take the word yet in this sentence. I am not successful in my trading yet. What you are communicating to yourself on a subconscious level with that is that the success is coming at some point. It's just not there yet. And formulating the sentence with a focus on what you want, but you are not yet, brings your attention to the thing you want. And in this case, the success instead of failure. Where your attention will go, that is what will grow. Over time, this process will help you not only feel good about yourself, but also create a thinking habit of directing your attention toward positive thoughts. It will help you focus on what you want instead of on what you don't want, making it easier for you to achieve your goals. You might be wondering, why are we so easily negative and cannot just simply always think positive? Well, that's something that we have ingrained in us, the negative bias, which comes from our survival instinct. We subconsciously always look for something that potentially might hurt us so we can survive. But we do have the power to decide what we think. And by staying present, choose the self talk that serves our interest. Just challenge yourself for one day to talk to yourself as you would to your best friend, encouraging and loving and with respect, and see the impact that it has on you. Trading is mentally tough, and we need to take care of our mental well being in order to perform well in the markets. That's why effectively managing our self talk and especially negative thoughts isn't really a choice. It's a skill that I dare to say is more important for traders than risk management, technical skills, trading strategy, and ability to read the market, because you can be proficient in all those skills. But if your head tells you the wrong thing at the wrong time, none of them is going to help you. The process of learning the skill of self talk requires not just self awareness and practice, but also resilience. Why? Because your old beliefs and old thinking patterns are going to fight it. You will have the old voice in your head trying to prove itself right. So, what can you do when you get this old voice, the negative thoughts in your head during trading? What will help you manage them in real time is simply stepping away from your screens. Just take a break and shake it off. Go for a walk or do something for yourself that gives you pleasure. Remember that self care is a very effective way to stop ruminating thoughts because it's a sign of self respect. You could also bring to focus all the things you have learned so far and the progress you have made, even if it means making one mistake less this week. Make a list of your accomplishments and keep adding to it so you have it ready for when the negativity hits. Call someone you know who has an uplifting and encouraging effect on you. And also make sure to keep negative thoughts away by limiting your exposure to influences such as pessimistic news or violent movies or overly critical and judgmental individuals. Because it is not just keeping negativity away from your trading. The voice in your head does not have a stop button. And you know that how you live, that's how you trade, right? So working on your self talk extends to your daily life. From the moment you wake up, you listen to what you say to yourself. So when you open your eyes, first thing in the morning, just begin with a warm and loving hello to yourself. And before you even look at your watch list or read the news, acknowledge the things you are grateful for. This could be as simple as waking up having a roof over your head. Start bringing the positive things from your life to your attention. And this way, you will begin to create a momentum, the positive thoughts to stream into your head. If you practice it intentionally every day, it will become much easier to do it anytime you need it. For example, during your trading. And if your negative thoughts persist and significantly impact your trading, instead of getting frustrated that you cannot manage to change that, consider asking for help. Someone who knows how to approach this from a professional perspective, such as a therapist or a trading mindset coach. They can provide you with valuable strategies for managing that voice in your head and help you enhance your mental resilience. And there might be a little voice in your head now telling you, oh, it's okay, you can do it yourself. Just ask yourself, how long have you already been trying? I hope this episode has brought you more awareness about the importance of how you talk to yourself and how it impacts your attitudes and feelings, behaviors, and the results you are getting. I know that most of the time it happens so fast. We think something, and before we know, we act on it. That's why developing awareness in is such a that's why developing awareness is such a key element to building the skill of self-talk so that you can stop the trigger from firing, stop your head from talking you into behaviors that sabotage your efforts and eventually that are sabotaging your trading results. And if you would like to have someone show you how to do it, I invite you to check out my group coaching program, the Trading Mindset Mastery Journey. When you join, you will get 6 months of personalized life coaching, a lifetime access to comprehensive content that will help you build the awareness, learn the self talk skill, will help you to identify the beliefs that you are basing your behaviors on, and so many other things that will have incredibly positive impact on your trading journey. You will also have free access to an exclusive community of traders, and there's more. So if that is something you are interested in, check out my website aheadcoach.com. Thank you for listening to the Confidence in Trading podcast. If you are enjoying my show, please leave a review on Apple Podcasts and tell me what you like about it. Thanks to you, more traders will be able to find me, and together we will make a bigger impact. If you are new to my show, don't forget to subscribe so you can come back for the next episode. And make sure to check out some of the previous shows too. Thank you again for tuning in. This is Agnieszka Wood from Ahead Coach. Bye for now.